Hi, this is Sister Keisha Allen coming to you to do a tutorial on how to create ginger tea or ginger water, whichever you like to call it. So, usually in our home, we call it ginger water because it's what I like to call it. But everybody calls it different names. So, some people call it like ginger tea. Okay, and so how we create our ginger tea. Now yesterday I made this. Okay, so here's the pot. And so when you're making ginger, well, let me get the ginger. So the ginger looks like this. Again, you can get your ginger from any Whole Foods or Schnucks or Deerbergs. I did wash my hands. Schnucks or Deerbergs. And so yesterday this was whole. So I cut it in half yesterday, and I took this same ginger, right, and then I shredded it. Okay, and so I meant to have this out, but you want to take it and shred it into parts. You want to shred it kind of fine. So you get like a cheese grater and you just take it and you shred it just like you're shredding a block of cheese. Okay, it's real easy. You wash it. You wash it thoroughly. Some people peel it, but I don't usually peel the outside of the ginger. Yeah, I don't peel it. I usually do because I'm going to shred it anyway. To me, it defeats the purpose. But some people like to do it because it is a root plant. But anyway, so that's your ginger. Okay, so I cooked this on the lowest setting, simmer low. Okay, I had the lid on top of it. Cooked it for about an hour. Okay, and you want to get it to where the liquid is kind of dark like that, right? And so these pieces in here that look kind of pale, that is mango. Okay, so this is what I use. So these are mango chunks. You can use frozen pineapple chunks. I highly suggest that you use some kind of fruit in this. I prefer with ginger to kind of help the potency of it. I prefer the mango or the pineapple chunks. You can use fresh pineapple, fresh mango, but frozen is better. I don't know why. It just seems to blend better when you're trying to put it all together. And so you take this concoction here, right? Now I have a feeling that this might be too much, but I'm gonna do it anyway. So you pour it in like so. All right, now you get a spoon and you take some of the good stuff. Now when I put the mango in here, okay, I want to explain this. So you wait for this, when you turn it off, you take the lid off, right, so it can stop cooking. Remove it from the stove top that it was cooking on, the eye that it was cooking on, right? And then you proceed to get the mango and put it in there. I think I put like a cup and a half in there. It depends on how large your pot is. I usually don't measure how much I put in here. I don't usually measure how much water or anything. It's kind of, I've been doing this so long, I usually just do enough to where when I cook it that it's usually covered. So I think, honestly, I think it's about probably 8 cups, I would say. And the guess is 8 cups of water. And I usually use my alkaline water too. And it looks like this might be, I don't want it too high when I blend it, right? Because then it might not blend right. So you don't want it too high past the line. See, that's the line you're supposed to stop at, but I kind of went over. So we have our lid, and you turn it, you tighten it, and then we proceed to blend it. So I have a Ninja here, a Ninja Professional blender, okay? So, blend. I have to check it because the lid could loosen because I did fill it above the line. That should be enough. Okay, so here is, so we have a strainer and a bowl. And that bowl might not be large enough. I just thought about it. So let me get a bigger bowl. I love my Pyrex bowls. They're so great to bake with. So I have like all sizes of them. So anywho, okay. So we're opening up the top. Gotta kind of hold it. And then you just pour, let it strain. Okay, and here comes the fun part. So let me get one of my serving spoons. Okay, then it's yeah, I actually do this. I actually strain it. It probably is a device out there where you can do something differently. And so you just see, I'm just straining all the juice out. See? See that? Getting all the pulp, separating the pulp from the juice. This is all the good stuff that you want. Now, this is probably going to be strong, so you actually can stretch this and put more water in it. See, it's a lot of water in here. And I just take my serving spoon and I continue to just separate the pulp from the liquid. Okay. I actually used a little bit more ginger than I should have. I'm thinking I did probably, because when I cut it yesterday, I realized I cut too much. And once I cut it, I just go ahead and use it because I had a really large piece in there that I didn't shred all the way. And it's important that you don't cut it, you shred it. You know why? Because I noticed that when I wasn't cutting it, when I was just cutting it only and then putting it into the pot to cook, to me, it wasn't as strong as it should have been. So that indicates that maybe I didn't release all the nutrients during cooking. And when you cook anything, you lose some of the nutrients anyway because of the process, okay? So anywho, I put that in the sink. I'll get rid of that later. So this is all your good stuff here, okay? Now, this is your container. So what I do is I usually just rinse it because it still has pulp in it when I poured it in there. So you take it and pour all that good stuff in there. It's so yummy. Okay, get rid of this. No, we're gonna need that. Okay. Now we have our lemon. I love lemon. Again, you can't do ginger without lemon. You can't do this stuff without lemon. So this is a little under a half because yesterday I cut a little too much off. So this is it. Now you have to be careful of the seeds, okay? I meant to pre-strain this because you don't want the seeds in your drink. For two reasons, you're going to have shreds and you don't want that. Now, that does bother me. It doesn't bother me when I'm doing my, I'm going to try to pre-strain this. Okay, looks like I only had one seed in there, so it won't be that bad. Yeah, I thought I had more, because when it goes back in the blender, you'll have particles, and you don't want to have particles in your drink. It's kind of weird. It gives a weird texture, weird sensation on the tongue. I don't know why it doesn't bother me. I'm trying to get the seeds out. I don't know why it doesn't bother me in my health drink, but it bothers me in the juice. Okay, so this is a little lemon juice. With this size of container, you might need like a little more, but I don't feel like getting another lemon. So use a real half of a lemon, or you can use a whole, just depends. This is something that is based on taste and what you like. Okay, so anyway, throw that lemon away in the bag. Okay, so we need honey. Honey. I get this honey from Dierbergs, and it's called Beckett Myers Pure Raw Honey. Pure and raw honey is supposed to be the best. It's supposed to be unfiltered. It's supposed to be in its more natural sense. Honey. Now, honey does have sugar in it. And just to let you know that honey is actually bees' vomit. But hey, if you're not just overindulging in this is fine. I think anything that's natural and not man-made is better for you versus processed sugar and other sweeteners. So I think that this is perfectly fine in moderation. Some people may disagree, but anyway. Because this stuff is just way too strong to just drink it straight. Because if you ever had ginger is very peppery, very spicy. You know, if it's too strong, it can irritate your throat. And also when you eliminate, it can irritate you back there too. So just to let you know that just depending on how much you can tolerate, because like if you have like really spicy food, then you'll be okay with this. But I'm thinking that I might have to add water in this once I put the honey in there, because honestly, I think that this might be too strong for me, because I don't drink this alone. But you know, ginger root is good for like when you're not feeling well. It's good for nausea. It's good for colds, flus and stuff like that. So this is excellent to drink as a tea. Put it in your teacup, put it in the microwave a couple of minutes. Let the steam, let it cool down a little bit, then drink it. I don't believe in putting things in the microwave and then drinking it right away. I believe in, allowing some of that steam and stuff to come off the food first, because you actually are cooking your food in the microwave, which is radiation. Okay, so we have to be mindful of that. Okay, or to be super safe, you can just put it on the stove top, right? And then put it in your teacup. But ginger is good for weight loss, because it helps in elimination, helps you to get rid of bloating in your tummy. It helps like if you're on that time of the month. It also helps with cognitive function. It helps with helping the arteries to clean themselves. So cholesterol. It also helps with blood pressure. I'm a witness to all those things that I just mentioned. It definitely helps with bloating, with cholesterol. It helps with blood pressure. Okay, but that also is in conjunction with a healthy diet and a healthy lifestyle. Okay, you can't drink and do these kind of things and see results without putting work in. Okay, but this is an excellent thing to put in your body every day. This is also, remember what you use to put in your health drink as well. Okay, but you can drink this alone the way it is. All right, so here's your honey. Now again, I don't measure, so you can see it kind of gathering at the bottom. This is kind of about the amount that I would use. All right, I'm not drinking this all in one setting. And remember, we already have the mango in there. I have some fresh pineapple in the fridge, but it's not cut up. So then we want to That looks good. All right. I guarantee this is not going to be super sweet. Now, yesterday, that drink ended up being really good. But I know some of you will want it sweeter than it was yesterday. But again, when you're training your body to eat different things, your taste buds change, your mindset changes. I'm telling you, when you start eliminating refined sugar and start going to a natural lifestyle, it's a process. It takes time. You can't be eating refined food all the time and then expecting for you to just start liking things like this without putting a whole lot of sugar in it, because this is just to help it to be palatable. We don't put in honey to just I just don't believe in, like, if you get a salad and you put all the dressing on. I believe getting all the nutrients out of things. That's just my belief. I believe that when we eat and do things, we should just try our best at it, if at all costs, to make it as healthy as possible. Okay, so we're gonna try this right quick and see what it tastes like. Okay, just like I thought. Okay, this is extremely spicy. So, and it's not really that sweet. But remember, I'm not drinking this just to drink it. I'm actually using this for my health drink in the morning, okay? And also to let you know that I am doubling up on my health drinks. Last night, I did it kind of in the form of a meal replacement. Before I ate my dinner, we ate dinner. See, Walter cooked around 7, so I ate my dinner around 7 yesterday. And no, I didn't eat it that late. It was around 6-ish. 6 is almost 7. Yeah, that's about standard. I ate my dinner, and before I ate it, I took some apple cider vinegar, the psyllium. That's in my other video. The psyllium is really important. I took a tablespoon and a half of that. I want to see how doing more than a tablespoon, how my body will respond. And I didn't wake up in the middle of the night having to do anything. It happened in the morning, so a very natural process. So I recommend that you do those drinks twice a day now, once in the morning and once before you go to bed. Now, probably not put the superfood in there because it does give you energy. And for me, it takes probably like an hour for it to kind of taper off. So if you're trying to go to bed, I wouldn't suggest it. But if you do it at 7, you should be okay. You can use all the same ingredients at 7 o'clock and be fine. I used everything. I just put more psyllium in there. Oh, I didn't put the superfood. Yes, I told you I didn't put the superfood in it. But I put the psyllium in it, the apple cider vinegar. I put more of that in there as well. And the ginger, I miss ginger because I'm just making it now. So yeah, just an idea. But anyway, that is my drink that I absolutely love. I love this stuff. This is the second thing that I used to use before I started with beets. When I realized I had a blood pressure issue. I don't claim blood pressure, but the reality is that I had an issue and it ran in my family line. I tried everything the doctor told me to do, and it wasn't working. This is before I met the doctor before I have now. I'm not going to tell you who that is, but it was a doctor here. He has passed away. But anyway, I didn't like him. He just, sometimes, you have these doctors and they really don't know how to help you. They just push pills and the agenda, okay? And it took me a while to even start taking meds. But even when I was taking those medications, it still wasn't helping. I didn't realize that I needed to change my lifestyle. I need to stop myself from eating processed food. I had to learn how to stop stressing. I had to learn how to meditate. There were so many things I had to do for self-care that my doctor didn't teach me. He would just throw a piece of paper at me and say, do this. And I'm like, I didn't understand that, and I meant well. And then he actually laughed at me, and that could have really broke me. But you know what? I just said, I'll find me another doctor. And what happened was that the doctor that I'm going to now, my mom used to go to this doctor, and she's actually saved, and she's just great. Um, and so she's not a pill pusher either. Um, she's a great caring doctor. And so she's the kind of one that she'll put you on medication for a minute, take you off. You know, she's the one that has those heart to heart conversations with you about things that you need to change. You know, she'll connect you with a dietitian if you need one. But overall, my experiences with blood pressure has been simply God showing me what to do. And now I'm at this place where God is uh, dealing with me about sharing the knowledge that I have with people. Okay, and so I am more than willing to do that because this wisdom that He's given me and this knowledge He's given me is not my own, but it's actually Him. So I love sharing the good news of the gospel and sharing about foods and vegetables and herbs that we take every that we can take or we can grow in our backyard in order to help our bodies to heal. And again, this is a disclaimer. I need to remember start saying this before every video. Everything works differently for everybody's body, differently. I am not a medical professional. I'm not endorsing any product that you see in any of my videos. I am just here as an advocate of what God has done for me and what works for me. And I'm hoping that it will work for you. That is my desire and my prayer, that whatever I put in my videos, that it would inspire you and encourage you to change your life, because God has changed my life. Okay, I'm still a work in progress, but I'm not where I used to be. I have a lot more discipline and self-control. There are things I just will not do or eat anymore. Okay, so I think in the next video I'm going to talk. God has been dealing with me about this one. I'm going to show you a quick way to reduce your blood pressure within the same hour. Yes, I have some things that God has shown me that you can do at home. Includes some essential oils and Epsom salt. Yeah, it's very soothing and calming. So and some meditation we'll talk about too. And meditation is in the word too, not yoga. Difference. Meditation. So we could talk about ways to relax, how to enjoy life, how to go on a walk, how to, get your blood pressure lower, okay? So anyway, this is the end of my video. Again, this is the video about producing ginger tea or water, whichever you like to call. This is also what we put into our health drink that I have in the video as well. The health drink helps with energy and metabolism, weight loss. Ginger helps with the same thing, okay? And so that's all I can think of. And I thank you so much for your time, and God bless you. If you have any questions or concerns, please let me know. Thank you. Bye.